is episode 3. We're going to be talking about the tags.
You're it. Yeah. Shouldn't be tagging people.
Yeah.
That's not
nowadays.
Nice.
We're kind of in each other's space right here. Don't breathe on me.
10 feet away. 10 feet away. I mean, say what you want about the franchise tags. I don't really like them. I think they should go with more of an NBA style. I mean,
I think they should go with a player option.
A player option. Give the players the freedom to walk. But I do understand that tags exist.
I think the tags really hurt running backs.
Right.
You know, they tag them a couple times and then
they're
no good anymore.
Right, no, I get it.
So,
anyways, the big one
is his guy.
Dak Prescott got franchise tag today.
This can get ugly.
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I wish he would have signed the deal.
I don't think he's showing up.
I don't know if he's going to hold out.
And
I don't think so because it's fully guaranteed. I mean, but I don't know if it's one more year, prove it type thing. I don't know what we're thinking with him.
This is the thing with Dallas. God, you guys lost it again. You were trying. Goff ended up setting the market for Dak.
Yep.
And then you guys went ahead, and it doesn't help that they said they're going to give Tannehill 29.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the tag. What is it? 33.
It's 33.
I mean.
Like you said, though, now you got Tannehill making 29, and then you got, Goff at 31.
Cousins was at 33.
Yeah, Cousins is 33.
So it's like, the market is just, it's going up and up and up.
But see, Cousins got the Vikings to the playoffs.
Right.
And Dak wants more than that.
I know. It's a little ridiculous. I think, if you have a huge guarantee like he had, it was $105 million or something. Mm-hmm. You sign on the dotted line, man. That's a lot of money. But it is what it is. Somebody would pay. Somebody at Miami would fucking pay him or some shit.
I mean, that might end up what might end up happening is you guys might, maybe you trade him. The more I was thinking about it,
might be a tag and trade, but I don't think so.
I don't think Miami's going to give you the 5th pick for Dak.
No.
Right.
Now, you might be able to snag the 18th and then maybe one next year or something. If I'm Dallas, I would take at least some kind of a project quarterback, whether it be like Jalen Hurts. He'll probably etch himself into the first round.
Right. Dak himself was a 4th rounder, so I mean, even Mahomes was like 10th overall or something. He wasn't even in like the top 5.
The bad thing about this tag is you're going to lose Byron Jones already.
Cooper's probably
going to be gone.
Yep.
You're going to tag Dak. And then what if you don't agree on a deal?
Deal with Cooper.
And then he's gone, so then you've lost 3 players.
Yeah.
And then, like we said, kind of in our previous one, Jarwin's then kind of your lone man.
Yeah,
I mean, you got
Jarwin
Zeke,
signed, so we got Zeke. Take pressure off.
Speaking of running backs.
Speaking of running backs.
The next big one was Derrick Henry. Titans put the franchise tag on him.
Yeah.
They paid Tannehill and tagged Henry.
That's what I was hoping.
The opposite.
That's what I was hoping happened with. I was hoping that we got Dak paid and then could tag Cooper, but it kind of happened for the Titans in reverse. They signed their quarterback, tagged their running back.
I don't know. I've heard different things about Henry. It wouldn't surprise me if he holds out.
I think he could.
But now I've seen, and he started picking up towards the end of the season, but you saw like what a holdout can do to like Melvin Gordon. They don't come back right away.
No.
Right. You're rusty, essentially. You're rusty. Bell's case, he went to the Jets.
And I mean,
who doesn't have a line, and that shows me what a line. Pittsburgh's line really held up.
You're kind of looking at this, and I know they signed Tannehill regarding the Henry. They just lost a right tackle.
Yeah.
That's going to be bigger on Henry.
I agree.
I mean, you got Taylor Lewan on the left, but still, I don't know. That's a big question.
I don't know either, but I mean, as far as
he was a big reason they made it that far in the playoffs.
I agree with that.
This is my
Henry's a beast.
He holds out, then you got Tannehill. Tannehill ain't gonna get you in the playoffs.
No.
Right, on his own. No,
not without a good running back.
You gotta have your running back there. But that's why they tagged him. The Titans are wanting to show him, hey, we want you around. Mm-hmm. if one more year prove it type thing, and then we'll sign into that big deal once the cap frees up next year.
Yeah.
But speaking of the Steelers, they locked up Bud Dupree on a franchise tag.
This one's kind of hit or miss. He finally showed up this year, and the only reason I think he kind of did was because he had T.J. Watt on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest.
Could be.
I can see that.
I think
T.J. Watt's a big reason why he played so well.
I don't really know what to get into with the Bud Dupree thing. Like you said, you kind of see some success there, but that's who they use the tag on. The next one was a little surprising to me.
It's odd. Yeah, it's very odd. Bengals tagged A.J. Green.
The only reason
he doesn't want to be there.
The only reason I could see that was there was rumors saying supposedly that when they talked to Burrow said that he wanted Green. So
right, he wanted a top flight receiver right now.
But here's my thing: you got Burrow and you got Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, if you look at stat wise, he's not really that bad.
No, he's not a bad quarterback.
But
he's
if
just
you're
a bad
AJ
team.
Green, why would you want to go then play with a rookie quarterback? Mm-hmm. There's nothing around you.
I think the Bengals should have traded him last year.
They should have got a first, a second.
They could have drafted another receiver this year. They could have got a good pick out of it. It just doesn't make sense to me, especially with that team.
Here's a question: do you think he holds out?
I think AJ's is a little more realistic to hold out than Henry's. I don't think Henry will hold out. I think AJ could because he doesn't want to be there.
This is another kind of thing I was thinking of, depending on how things fall. It would not surprise me if the Baltimore Ravens offered that second pick they got from Hayden Hurst.
Now, I could see that, but would they part for a second? Because he is a first round. He's a first round talent.
I don't think the Bengals trade within the division.
That's the next problem is
Or
being a Vikings fan, I wouldn't trade to the Packers. I think
I get what you're saying,
but
so
never know.
It is what it is. AJ Green. Next one was
Leonard
within
Williams.
Dallas's division.
The Giants.
Leonard Williams.
Which I don't know. He's decent.
Mm-hmm.
They traded for him. Was it last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They got him from the Jets. So I don't know. He's young. He's a good player, but I don't know. What else do you really say about him?
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that.
I mean, he's not one of the best or anything,
Next
but
one.
he's good.
Somebody's guy.
Anthony Harris for the Vikings. He was like one of the top-rated safeties last year. They said he was going to make a ton of money in free agency, and the Vikings actually tagged him, and the reason they were able to do that is because of the Cousins signing saved him $10 million. But they also cut Xavier Rhodes and Linval Joseph and Everson Griffin. So
they've made a few moves under the radar. And
I think they're trying to get as many of the people back from last year as they can.
That's really. It's not
keep
bad.
the core intact.
Yeah.
Think about it. You've got your safety tandem. Harrison Smith.
Yeah, Anthony Harris and Harrison Smith.
Corners what they need to figure out, but I don't know. Anthony Harris, that's good. Now they were talking like they could sign, tag, and trade him. They said there may be a few of those going on this year.
I think that's going to start to be kind of the norm until we end up seeing that tag eventually go away.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, Shaq Barrett from Tampa Bay. I think this was smart on their behalf because
Barrett's good.
He jumped up real quick. Had 19 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to see if you can keep it. Then after this year, obviously they'll pay him.
Right.
Because you see this a lot with players. Especially these outside linebackers. You pay this top dollar for them when they have a breakout year, and then they kind of
go downhill a little bit.
When they got him in, they got Levante David too. So
there's one more tag that happened, but we cannot say this guy's name right. The Jaguars tagged the Njoku.
Njoku, the tight end.
Njoku.
I think
I don't know how to properly pronounce it, but the Jaguars tagged.
It's like Yandai.
You know who we're talking about?
Nugayan or something.
Yannick or something.
Look, I would have rather just had Calais Campbell.
Yeah, I hear you there. But that's it for the tags.
Yeah, there'll be no more tags. That's over with now. So free agency is going to start up, and
we'll keep you guys updated, see what's going on. Stay tuned.
That's all we
Peace
got.
out. Stay tuned for the team breakdowns.
Later.